Go in an hour tonight. All right, welcome everyone. Yay, we are live. I'm really, really excited. Today is the last Hangout I will be doing for 2014. It's not the last I'll ever be doing, but for 2014, we are closing it out, and tonight is the night. Usually we do Hangouts on Thursday, but for those of you that know me, you probably know that I've had a family emergency. We just launched Insta Lead Magic, and it's just been nonstop since October. So we've actually not done a Hangout like this in quite a while, and it's actually been, I've missed you guys. Like, I've really missed everyone. And with the holidays coming up, you know, Thursday is Christmas, next Thursday is Christmas, so we're a week away from Christmas, and then New Year's is again on Thursday. So we actually technically will not have Hangouts for our team anyways on Thursday until the new year. So 2015, here we come. So I thought we could do tonight is just mastermind about really how to take your business to that next level in 2015 and make 2015 your best year yet. You know, I've got a few things that I've got planned. We've got new tools that are coming out with MLSP. If you guys were on Wednesday's webinar, last night's webinar with Brian Finale, he announced some pretty major stuff. You know, I actually am really looking forward to the free trial that we have coming, just because I've seen so many people take advantage of the free trial we did back in, I think, October when we launched a free trial. So many people actually took the initiative to grab a hold of that and actually stuck with it. I had a lot of people that stuck with that. So I think that's going to be huge. And then, of course, we have the new funnelizer, which hopefully if you were at Live the Dream 5 and then, or maybe bought your ticket for Live the Dream 6, you already have access to, which is an amazing tool that is continuous. I mean, right now it's in beta, so it's not even like what it's going to be. It's going to be awesome. And that right there is just massive value, and that's for Mastery and University members. So I'm really excited about 2015 with where we're heading in the direction of our team, and everybody that's tapped into Instagram. I know you guys are all really excited, and it's just been an exciting 2014, and I plan to carry that success right on into 2015. So I'm really excited to be here. Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. Margaret Wilson, how are you?
I'm doing awesome.
You look good. Awesome. I like your bangs. That's new.
Mine? Oh my God, I've been at home all day. That's it. So I haven't done like anything.
No, I think your bangs are new though, aren't they? Hey, what's different?
Oh, we haven't seen each other in so long.
I know, we forget what each other look like.
And we've got the beautiful Malia Holleran over in San Diego. How are you doing, lady?
I'm amazing. Hello, hello. It's wonderful to be here. Well, I feel like, I mean, I've been hanging out with you every week, couple times a week for the past few weeks, so I love being connected with you, and I'm so glad to reconnect with our team because, like, we've had each other, but I've been missing everybody and just the camaraderie and the group, and it's something that makes MLSP really special. So I am so grateful to be able to do this for the last time this year.
Yeah, and then come New Year, I mean, we're really going to hit it hard. These mastermind groups are going to be some serious stuff. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, too, because I really want to take these group sessions that we do on Thursdays to a whole other level. I really want them to be super valuable, and really I want people to just take advantage of them because they're here. And, you know, this is where you can come and be a part of a family, but also get any help that you might need, any guidance, you know, any questions that you might have about your business, and that's what these group sessions are really for. Today I actually blasted out to my whole list. I said, well, hey, why not come everybody, because this is the last Hangout for the year. Of course, it's special. So I had to bring everybody. How you doing, Debbie Garcia? Can she talk to us tonight? I see her.
Okay, I'm going to try. Is it still really bad feedback?
Yeah, just a little. You're good, though. How you doing?
I'm okay. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
Good. Okie dokie.
Good? Is the weather good there?
No, it sucks. It's raining and it's cold. I can't even believe it's like Southern California. It's not SoCal for December. We're supposed to have sunny weather right now. Leanne, is it yucky down there?
No, it's been beautiful here. We've had like upper 60s, 70s. It's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
awesome.
it's been okay. It's been a little rainy, but not as rainy as I think it's been there.
Yeah, it's been downpour like crazy, which we're not used to. We're spoiled. This isn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what to do with it. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. We have to get jackets out in December?
I know. That's the horrible thing.
Glad you're not. Oh. I feel bad for the people that are. I don't. I like the snow on Christmas, and then after that, I'm good. No more snow is good for me. So I'm glad you came on, Debbie. This is your first hangout with us, and welcome to the team. I'm really excited to have you here. And then, of course, a special welcome to everyone that's watching. It's always good to have people that are tuning in. But if you are on our team, I would really appreciate it if you come on. You don't have to show your face. You can X out the camera if you don't want to be live, but it's always good to get a little bit more interaction and get a little bit more team feel. So if you have a link to join because you're on our team, be sure to do that because we'd love to see you on. So let's see here. I'm just trying to think where I want to start. There's just so many things, you know. Like there's just so much stuff. You know, 2014 is it's been a phenomenal year. There's been so much.
Guess what?
Are you there?
Ben.
Oh, I think I hear you, Malia. There you go. So there's just been so many things that have happened, so much success. I've seen so many people rank advance. I know Margaret hit L1, Malia hit L2, and there's just been so many people even on our team that have gone, you know, L1, L2, L3, and it's just been a really exciting year with all the success and everything. But there's been some things that I've really, you know, for me anyways, that I have really kind of touched personally. For me, anyways, things that have really touched me personally. You know, I've had 3 deaths in my family, and something that really, you know, it's just got me thinking. It's really got me thinking about life and where I'm at in my business. It's got me, I mean, I feel so much gratitude where I am. I was able to just take off for a month each time that I had a death in my family and go be with my family because I live in Florida. Everybody else lives in Michigan or, you know, down further south in Florida. So it's been really a journey this year. I've really had a lot of awakenings and just really grateful for where I am and really decided that this is what I want to do in 2015. What I want to do is I want to show people how to really find financial freedom. You guys, like, I've never felt so driven about really helping people to really, you know, establish themselves online so that they can have the freedom to do the things that they want to do. And so really my mission for 2015 and my goal is to help a lot more people in their business establish financial freedom. And I mean true financial freedom, where they don't have to answer to a job, or they don't have to worry about having the money to take off and do whatever it is that they want to do. Guys, like, my business grew. I actually had, when we launched Insta Lead Magic, I mean, I had my first 5-figure night, 5 figures in a night, guys. And that's a huge, huge thing. And imagine that in your business, and anything is possible, you know, once you've been able to create that type of leverage and, you know, momentum in your business. It's like anything can happen. You could be on the beach. You could be, you know, being with family when they need you, and those priceless moments. You know, I shared this story, and for those of you that didn't know, my grandmother just passed away. Very, very Catholic family. And we were at her bedside while she was passing away, while she was literally dying. And we knew she was dying. It was actually, she was in a hospice, so we were helping her die, basically, when she went there. And I was there the whole time. I actually shaved her legs, and I was there every single day, spending every little bit of time I could with her. The day that she died, it was the most profound, I think, thing ever. We all were there. My whole family was there, and we all stood around and we were praying. The priest came in. She had her last rites. And so I thought to myself, and it kept like creeping up on me. What if I hadn't have said yes to Jeff Kistner and joined our network marketing company? Like, what if I wouldn't be there right now, because I worked at a casino before I started in this industry, and literally, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to take off work, because if I took off work, they'd fire me. They had a very strict point system. You had to really, I mean, they were really by the book. So it wasn't even like, I know a lot of people, like my sister works at a place right now, and they're very lenient about her missing and all this stuff. And oh no, not the casino I worked at. You only had 7 points per year, and your late points and your absent points all rolled into one. So like you only had this set amount of points, and they rolled off as they accumulated. So it was really a very strict policy. So there was no way that I would have been able to be there. And so if I would not have said yes to Jeffrey about the business that he presented me 4 years ago, and then of course joining MLSP 6 months later, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have been able to be by my grandmother's bedside and praying with her, you know, and my family as she was passing, and spending that month with her, being able to say goodbye. And also my grandfather, who had passed away in January, I realized that how grateful and just so much how blessed I am, and how much of a gift I have to help and be able to give to others. So 2015, that's what it's going to be about for me, really helping more people get to that point in their life where they can, you know, not miss those priceless moments in life and be able to enjoy freedom and go on vacations, do whatever. I like to travel, you know. We live right now, we just bought a pool home on a canal, and, you know, I mean, things are good, you know, and it wasn't always like that, of course, but that's where I'm at in my business. So I want to help more people do that. And I really, really strongly believe that with who we have on our team, the leadership we have here, Malia and so many, you know, Margaret, Mary, so many other leaders that are here on this team, I truly believe that, you know, just by joining in on, you know, some of these hangouts with us and MLSP and all that stuff, you can easily, you know, just having a mastermind, somebody to support you, I believe that wholeheartedly that you can embrace that, and really that will help you up to the next level, of course, with some of the tools that MLSP's announced and things like that. So I wanted to demo Funnelizer tonight for you guys and show you what kind of cool things you have at your fingertips, but also talk a lot about, you know, goal setting and, you know, really deciding to actually making a decision, you know, committing to your success in 2015, because I know that's what's going to get you to where you want to be in 2015, and also prepare you, because it's not like, you know, just because you make a decision, it's just going to be like, oh yeah, it's just going to come to you. It's not, you know, financial freedom. You guys, I've worked at this for the last 4.5 years. I've been in this industry, and I've been in the trenches, and I've been, you know, building relationships with my team. I've been on webinars. I've been doing live webinars for the past few years, and really giving it my all, and helping other people, providing value out into this space consistently. So it's not like, oh, you know, all of a sudden, you know, I made a decision and I'm like, you know, I'm here. That's not how it works, of course. Hopefully you don't think that. I doubt you do. But, you know, just to really be clear on that, because I know for a lot of people, what I see a lot of times people do, and they waste time. Like 2014, seriously, like if you've been bouncing around from this thing to that thing and trying this and that and blah, 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 and that's what your 2014 has been about, if you go into 2015 with that, you're going to do the same thing you did in 2014. You have to really seriously buckle down, get serious, and get busy. It's as simple as that. Like, I have not bounced around. I've been with My Lead System Pro. I've been with my primary company. Guys, seriously, it's like people are like, oh, are you, they're like, what, so what are you up to now? And I'm like, the same thing. And they're like, you know, I haven't talked to them in a year or two, and they're like telling me about all their new businesses, and I'm like, really? That's awesome. But guys, that is what it takes. You have to buckle. If you're going to sit there and you're going to bounce around from this thing to that thing, or you think you can do more than one opportunity, and you're going to do, you know, 5 opportunities, guys, it don't work. You have to seriously buckle down and get serious and get focused on one thing, like marketing. This is my daily marketing, and then of course I've got MLSP for that, and then I've got my primary business, which is what I build for residual income. And there is nothing more. People are like, well, don't you have anything else? I'm like, no, there's nothing more. What else is there? There's nothing more. If you do anything more, you're just going to end up confused and discombobulated and so spread out that you never get anything done. And then you're going to say, oh, this doesn't work. And you're going to be onto something else. So I want to make sure you guys aren't, set up for that mindset of, this is it. This is, what you're going to do in your business for 2015. And don't get distracted from that, because it's easy to do. I have in the past been distracted from it. For the past 2 years, I've been laser focused. I've done the same thing. But my first year or two, I ventured off into other things. I got distracted. I'll tell you what, it really just took me a lot longer. It just took me a lot longer. But I figured it out, and I finally decided I got to get focused. So if you're doing that, make the decision now to stop, because that is not going to get you where you want. That's actually going to get you squat. It's not going to get you anything. You're going to end up in the same predicament in 2015. And so really what you need to do is you need to commit. You can't do, one thing and then try to do another thing and then go on to another thing and then try another thing. If you do that, nothing's ever going to happen for you. It's never gonna, you're not gonna make anything happen in your business, and 2015 is gonna suck. It's just gonna suck. So either you're with me or you're not. This is where I'm going. I'm gonna take 2015 very seriously. I'm gonna continue the path that I've already paved out for the last few years, but I'm gonna take a lot more people with me, and that's what I plan to do. So just commit to doing that, and commit to being here in the next 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 15 years, for that matter. Just commit to doing that, and you will succeed. The people that I see not succeeding, they quit, or they try this and then they're on to the next. These are the people that don't succeed, and they continue that, and it's like a vicious cycle, and they never end up making any money, or they make a little here and there, but they never really make, they never make their first 1,000 in a month. They can't, they can't when they're doing that. Or if they do, then it's like they have to continue to keep doing that in order to do it, and it ends up they can never get past that certain point. So don't do that. If you are, stop now, and just really commit to being here. So the mindset that I really want you guys to have for 2015 is to succeed. I want you guys to come in with belief. I see so many times people, they come into the business and they come into the industry and they try, for a little bit, but then they lack belief. So what ends up happening is they feel like they failed or whatever, they can't do it, and they end up, spiraling out of the industry, and nobody ever sees or hears from them again. So I don't want you guys to do that. So you need to have some belief. So really sit down and decide where you want to be in 2015, where you want your business to be in 2015. Write down your goals. Write down, from the first goal, your most important, all the way down to your last, what's, least important, and really decide to go after those. And don't think you have to be super realistic. One thing I always used to do is I used to think, oh, I have to be really realistic about my goals and what I can accomplish. And what I realized is that when I was being really realistic, I was actually limiting myself. So don't think you have to be really, is that realistic that, you could buy a house this year or anything like that. I'd rather see you guys shoot high and miss than to shoot too low and not really go for it. So when you're doing that and setting your goals, and I'm not going to go over how to set your goals, but I will tell you, if you go to aprilmarietucker.com/goals, GOALS, you will be able to pick up a free ebook by Brian Tracy, and you can grab that and read that book. That's a really good book to read over the holidays to set your goals if you're not sure on how to set your goals and really accomplish them and things like that. That book will really help you sort through all of that. But really decide and make a decision, that you are going to take your business all the way in 2015 and decide who you're going to take with you. Get a few people, get a group of people, join our group, whatever, and come with us, and let's make it happen. I see Gil's coming on here. I'm just going to mute you out, Margaret, because I heard a little background noise. I think Gil's having a hard time getting on. So let's see here. I'm actually going to dive into funnelizer, unless anybody, Margaret, do you want to add to that? I don't know if Malia's on anymore. You can go ahead and add to that if you want.
I will add to that, April. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You touched on mindset, and you were pretty transparent in the beginning of the, of the hangout here, and I'm going to be real transparent with people and kind of give them an insight on my life and what network marketing is really kind of added to my life and what's going on. Actually, a week ago, it'll be a week ago this upcoming last Wednesday, my husband left. And that was actually my decision. And we went through a separation earlier in the year, but I didn't have the strong enough mindset to follow through. And I thought, well, where did this mindset come from? And what I did is I turned my vehicle that I'm in every day for like 2 hours a day into just an audio library of mindset stuff and ridding your life of negativity. And I knew if I was going to follow through with this, that's what I needed to do for me and my kids. I have 3 boys, all under the age of 11. And these past 2 weeks, I feel more like myself than I have in the past 12 years. And I have this industry and network marketing and MLSP to thank for that, because I would have never found that without network marketing. I wouldn't have found that strong mindset that I knew was there. I just had to find it. And you take that mindset and you tap it into your business and you develop the goals for next year, but you got to also follow through with those goals that you have. And to follow through with those goals, you have to have the mindset there. That's what I've really learned that these past 10 days with my life experience and what's going on, and with my business as well. April knows me better than anybody. I think we've kind of joined each other about 3 or 4 years ago. How many times I quit MLSP, April?
Oh yeah, I have like 3 accounts underneath me.
But she resonated with me, and I always came back to her. And then 2 years ago, I stuck with it, and I built it part-time. But when I really, after Live the Dream, when I really sat down and focused, I hit that leadership level, and it was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then I got those famous, I don't have mine around here, but those famous mugs in the mail, and that was like, wow, okay, this is real, this is happening. Now 2015 is the time to take that to the next level and show people, what I've learned. You and Jeffrey have said you know how to do it, you just got to get off your butt and do it. So yeah, really focus on your mindset.
It's consistency. It's consistency and persistence. Mm-hmm. It's like, I really believe that when you build it right, you have a very strong foundation, but you have to build it up right. You got to build your business up right. And it's built on consistency, persistency, integrity, not jumping around from company to company and this thing to that thing. And, sometimes I feel like we're in this big parade or circus. It's like my head spins off. I'm like, I feel like everybody's going, like they're all like the herd is like just going to this or that. And I'm like, enough is enough. Like, it makes my head want to spin off. Like, it's like wasting people's money and time. It's wasting my time. Just like, I don't pay attention. Like, if you guys notice, like, I'm not on Facebook very much because I cannot stand to watch it. And I'm like, this is just ridiculous. Like, do these people like not ever learn, But that's why we got to be the voice, We've got to be the voice out there that are teaching people how to, build their business with integrity and the right way, so that they have a strong foundation that they can rely on when things get tough, when life gets tough or when life gets good, whatever it is. But I'll tell you that if I built my business on joining all these different things and trying this and trying that, people are like, April, what's the secret to your success? And I'm like, I just stayed. Like, I just stayed persistent and consistent with my business. I'm not in a race. I don't sit there and like, I have to hurry up and make all this money. I just am out there doing my thing, and people notice. I give value. I, have stuck around with the same stuff. People know that they can trust me. So, that's all I do. I don't sit there and I'm not in a race to try to make, $100,000 in a month, $1 million in a month. I'm not in a race. Do I know I'll do that? Absolutely. I know with what I've got going on in my business, I know that's where I'm headed. But I also am more concerned about where my team and the people that join me and what I can do for them. That's where I'm most concerned. What I see when people are going from this to that, what they're really concerned about is themselves, because they're not concerned about who else they bring with them. They're just concerned about themselves because they're concerned about what they can make and not what they can do to help others. Guys, we are in an industry of service. And I didn't want this to turn into a rant session, but I feel like people really need to hear this, and I hope you pass this along. But we are here to serve other people. We are not serving people by leading them into all these different opportunities and not just building a business built on integrity and persistence and being consistent with what we're doing. We're not servicing anyway. We're not helping anyone. In fact, all we're doing is hurting them. We're taking their hard-earned money. I'm not, but people that do this are taking other people's hard-earned money and then running on to the next gig or the next deal. And it's just ridiculous. I actually had somebody say that they were like, when they built this up, they were going to go on to the next thing, and I was like, really? Like, I couldn't believe that was just being said to me. And so I want you guys to really be careful when you are considering joining some people, and really look at people's track records, because if they're out there and they're joining this and that, or they're in some kind of fly-by-night type of company, seriously, think about things. Google, like, if you guys go on my blog right now and you look on the search, if you look there, how to choose an MLM that's going to reward you long-term, I believe it is, and really go through that. I actually really walk you through things to look for. But really look for a company that's not going to be here, or that's going to actually be here, for the long run. Look for, different things, because you guys, seriously, I couldn't imagine putting my, family or people that I care about in a company, or even building or spending the next 10 years building a company that's not going to be here, or next 2 years, because usually they don't last more than 5. So just really be careful with your decisions, and 2015 will be great. So Malia, I see you're back on. I'm ranting.
No, I've been here the whole time. The kids just got home from school, so they're super excited. So I've been doing kid stuff.
I don't know if you wanted to add to it.
No, I think that's really good, and I would just say, more so than the company, look at the person you're considering joining. There's a lot of great people who have great hearts, and I don't know, I would just look at the person and ask them, how many companies have you been with in the last 5 years? How many are you with now? Ask what their track record is. I think it's really, really important, because more so than the company and the products, it's really the team and the leadership that you need to be successful. And that's what I would be concerned about. So, I just, for myself, I try to surround myself with people who are where I want to be. And so that's worked really, really well for me. And just people who I admire and who I want to be like, So
That's usually the number one reason why people join you is because they want what you have. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing that you look at, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I think it does matter. It matters who you join. It matters the company. It matters all of it. But if you're like out there just trying stuff over and over again, you'll continue. It will never get you anywhere. Like, people are like, oh, I
Yeah.
think I'll try this, and I'm like, listen, there's no try. There's only do here. You can't just try. There's try and then there's do. Try is a bad word in my house. It's a bad word. We don't try here. We do or we don't. That's it. So when people are like, oh, I think I'll just try that, I'm like, try it. Okay, you can try it, but we'll see, how far that gets you. So, all right.
Yeah, and I think too it's important to really ask yourself like what is it that you're looking for? If you're not earning, if it's more money and you're not earning money doing what you're currently doing, it's probably not the opportunity. That's the problem. Sorry, but it's probably
Yeah.
not. Like, you can't go from thing to thing and continuously earn no money and continue to blame the thing.
Yep.
So that's what I love about MLSP is that it really teaches you marketing. Regardless of the thing, you're going to learn how to market and sell it. And hopefully you would use the tools that are available to you so that, you can do the thing that you want to do.
Yeah, MLSP is that foundation. That's what it is. I mean, marketing is your foundation of everything. You have to market. And that's why MLSP is like the number one thing I recommend for anyone in a home business, because they have to learn marketing. And it's not just learning marketing, but Brian Tracy said it best. It would take you 5+ years to earn in the top 10% of any field. So if you want to be a master of your craft, you have to educate yourself. You have to invest in your skill sets. You have to surround yourself with like-minded people, people that are on the same mission as you, but also get somebody that you can model, a mentor, somebody that will teach you so that you can model them. That is like your fastest way to success, period, is getting a mentor. Getting a mastermind group, getting a mastermind partner, those things are like critical to your success if you really want to be successful. So those will help you get there faster, but it's still a 5-year plus, to earn in the top 10% of your field. But if you try this and then try something else and then join this and then join that, you're starting all the way over. Like, then it's 5 years from that point when you started the new thing or tried the new thing. So each time you do that, you start completely over. And although it might be a learning experience, and I do see a learning opportunity in everything, it's still like you're starting over. So just remember that. Remember that when you get on that path. I think that's a really good point, Malia. All right, I'm going to go flip over to Funnelizer, and I want to show you guys Funnelizer because I think you guys are going to be really impressed with this. I know I am. I actually, this weekend, I got to see it before anybody else. We beta tested it. We've been beta testing it, but this weekend I really got to dive in. Can you see my screen okay? Malia?
Yes.
Okay. But this weekend I actually got to really dive in and really test the bells and whistles here with what we have. And I'll tell you what, I just got really excited. Like, this weekend I was like, whoa, this is huge. Like, this isn't even what it's going to be, and it's huge. So I'm just really impressed with what Funnelizer is. And to be honest with you, I waited. I didn't go join other lead systems or anything. I knew Funnelizer was coming. We already had lead capture pages, nothing to this extent. Like, we're going to be able to create offers in here and all kinds of stuff. But I've just been like patiently waiting for this. And when it came, we got it. When they announced it, we could start using it this weekend. Brian emailed a couple of leaders, a few of it, and I was actually privileged enough to test it out. To check it out, and I was just like, holy smokes, this is amazing. Like, guys, seriously, talk about arming yourself for 2015. And if you don't know already, you should, but if you don't, leads are the name of the game. Like, you need leads in your business. You need to be building your list. You need to be generating your own qualified leads. It's so, so critical to your success. It's not even funny. I don't think people really understand when they join a home business what that means. You know, I didn't. I remember purchasing leads when I first joined my first network marketing company 5 years ago. Actually, it will be 5 years this January 1st. And when I joined, I was, you know, so green. I had no idea. So, you know, cold calling and doing all that stuff that my upline was telling us to do, talking to my family and friends, none of that worked for me. It just, I didn't have it. First of all, I didn't have any warm market. So writing my list of 100 people wasn't happening, and the people I did talk to, they thought I was stupid. So I was kind of just at that point feeling very discouraged. But then I started, you know, doing some cold calling and stuff like that, and I realized that that's not, most of those people just hung up on me. Like, they didn't even want to talk to me, and the people that I did talk to usually weren't even qualified to be in the business, so they never ended up joining anyways. I actually never signed anybody up from cold calling, and that's not because I'm bad at talking on the phone, but you know, more than likely it was the quality of the lead. So by generating your very own qualified leads, okay, your leads, seriously, it's like paying yourself, you know, I'm going to be bold enough to say $50 or more a day, like each lead, okay? So each lead, it could be $50, seriously, because they're qualified, because they've already gone through a funnel. When you call them, they already know who you are because they're getting autoresponder emails from you. So it's like the most qualified lead that you could possibly get, not to mention that because they've actually seen your funnel, they've hopefully seen your welcome video, you've postured yourself, you position yourself as the expert, as the leader, and so when you call them, they're more willing to listen to what you have to say. They're probably going to respect you and want to join you because they already know that you can help them, because you already have tools and MLSP training and all this stuff that you can help them with. So it's a way different ball game when you learn how to generate your own leads. I'm telling you, when I started generating my own leads, I started sponsoring double digits in my company every single month. It seriously allowed me to be able to win trips, you know, rank advancements, cars, all this good stuff, right? Because I learned how to generate my own leads. If I hadn't learned how to do that, it would have took me a lot longer. It seriously would have. Not to mention, because you have tools and you provide this type of training and things like that through My Lead System Pro, a lot of the times when I'm talking to somebody, let's say they already, you know, have a company or whatever, you know, 98% of the people you talk to are going to tell you know about your business. Well, if you have something of value to offer them instead, you're still making money, and which is a win-win for everyone, because it allows you to still be able to build a relationship with that person, but it also helps you fund your business to keep it going, so that way you can continue to grow your business. A lot of times what happens to people is because they're in lead poverty, well, they end up in money poverty too, because their business is costing them money versus making them money. And I assure you that a lot of people can identify with that in the network marketing industry, because that's how we all start off. We start off by purchasing a product package and having an auto purchase, and if you're not recruiting usually 3 or more people a month into your business, then you are actually spending probably more than you're making. And that is the case a lot of times when I get on the phone with people. They're like, I just don't know how much more I can even afford my auto purchase, let alone, you know, buy leads or anything. So we don't want you to get to that point. That's why it's so important that you learn how to generate your own business, and hopefully that's really making some sense for you right now, because if you're not in My Lead System Pro, it should. Or if you are in My Lead System Pro, it should. But if you're not, seriously pay attention, because this will really help your business. So I'm just really quick going to grab a template now. This is actually an image template that you can actually put your own background in. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. I'm going to name it, actually, I don't like this variation. One second. Oops. Hang on, guys. I got logged out. That's what happened. All right. Let's see here. So if you don't know where it's at, it's underneath my website, MLSP Funnelizer. But once again, you have to be either Live the Dream ticket holder for Live the Dream 6 VIP, and if you were at Live the Dream 5, then you should have it back there, and it's easy to find. It's underneath my website, and then you'll see it MLSP Funnelizer Beta. And of course, if you got Steve Jaffe's webinars, Sales Magic, then you also would have it. But right now, it's just beta. That's it. That's all you have right now is beta testing. You don't, it's not fully like ready. We're still beta testing it, so it's not like it's completely done, but this will give you a really good idea of what's coming early 2015. I suspect in January everybody will have it. So I'm actually going to name this one MLSP because I'm going to create an MLSP funnel for this, and this will also give you some good training on how to create your own. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna call it. I don't know what I'll call it. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'll just put it one. No, I guess I can't do that.
Just,
all right.
no, you got it.
What's that?
I was going to say just do test or something, but you got it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to use this, though, so I don't know what I'll use it for, but I'll use it. So this one is actually the template that I think we already have this one, actually, for one of the system campaigns. But what this will allow you to do is be able to edit all of this. And have you, Malia, did you say you were having a hard time with the background image here?
Yeah. I just didn't know what size it should be, and I adjusted my image to less than 256 KB, but it still wouldn't upload, so.
Okay. Let me see here. I haven't tried the background one yet, but I have a background here that I'm gonna add new image. Just so you know, to add a background, you have to go underneath My Settings to Media here, and then you can click on Add Image. I'm just gonna call this the money one because that's what it is. It's money. Oh, you know what? Hang on. That's not it. Stinker. One sec, guys. I actually have a funnel that I had set up a long time ago, and I'm just playing with it. This isn't actually this background right here, just so you know, you wouldn't be able to market this on actually Facebook or anything like that. So just a heads up on that, because that's usually Facebook's kind of sticky about that. So if you were doing like Facebook ads, it's not happening. There, let's see if that will work. I don't know what size you use, Malia, but we'll see. We'll play with it and find out. Too big. 256. What did you call that? KB?
Yeah.
Gigabytes?
Kilobytes.
Kilobytes? What does that mean? I don't know what the size is.
I think it's 1,000 megabytes, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, yeah, so it says 256, but then I was wondering too, then, like, I don't know if they can be HD backgrounds, and what should the width and length be ideally?
I'll ask Brian that. I'm not gonna, for this purpose, I'm not gonna play with it.
Yeah, certainly.
I don't think that's gonna get me anywhere. But basically with this, you can basically paint any type of picture you want for your sales funnel. Like if you are, leading people into a free training, which obviously a free training is going to get you the best. This is the one I actually created for my Instagram. I created a special one for my Instagram right here. So if you're pointing them into a free, let's say you're marketing on Instagram and you wanted to create something that led them to the Insta Biz Builder campaign, it would be really, really easy for you to do. Of course, you want to make sure that you put something that is relative to you. It doesn't have to be, how an ex-cocktail server hacks into Instagram. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It can just be something very simple. And this is what I actually showed people how to do on the see here on the Insta Lead Magic training that we had. So I mean, it could be even this 10-minute per day Instagram blueprint to add 150 plus leads per month to your business. But you could easily put something like attention, network marketers, attention, Instagram marketers, however you wanted to put it, and then put that right there in the bottom there. So let's see here. Free video exposes. How about free Insta? I like to use his copy. I always do. I always just like rewrite it in my own words. Exposes 3 Insta hacks is what I'll call it.
There's some in there. Pull out that button.
To generate fresh laser targeted leads for your biz on Instagram. So, because I'm very simple with what I do in my marketing, but free video exposes 3 Insta hacks to generate fresh laser targeted leads for your biz on Instagram. Free, you could say free training. It doesn't have to be 3 or whatever. It could be, I mean, I'd probably give you 10 in that training. There's so many, but you could say, exposes Insta. You could say the #1 reason to be on Instagram, whatever you wanted to say. This one actually, it says add 150 plus leads per month to your business for free. So definitely you want to put that. See how I put that, because that's the training. See, 150 plus red hot laser targeted leads per day and 20 signups a month to her home biz for 100% free. And then of course mine's a little bit more detailed. This is a great page though right here. The simpler ones actually work really good. So it's surprisingly enough, I mean, these pages right here convert probably the best. Proof that you too can get 150 plus leads per month for any business. Sign in. Enter your best email for free Insta access. Let me in. And that's it. I mean, you don't even have to have much more than that. I think anybody could create a simple capture page like this. If you wanted to change the background, you definitely could. This is a nice background, though. It would actually be probably very appealing for people. But let's say you wanted to generate leads for your primary company. I mean, you could easily put you know, something simple right here for your primary company and then lead them into that. It's just as simple as that. So let's see the page properties, because we do have to get a little bit more, especially when it comes to integrating your autoresponder. You want to make sure that your autoresponder is integrated. Underneath settings, you'll go to integrations. Actually open that in a new tab, save these changes just so I don't lose them. Integration, so you'll want to make sure that you add, it's really easy to do. You can add your Aweber, you can add MailChimp, all kinds of them. I mean, there's Infusionsoft, MailChimp, My Lead System Pro. So right now there's the top 4. My Lead System Pro, I would add that anyways, because you want it to go through your My Lead System Pro so it shows up in your CRM. So once you do that, then you'll be able to easily integrate your Aweber here. So let's go back to our page. So when you do the edit form fields right here, you can actually, what I usually do is I turn off the show labels next to the form fields. Just kind of makes it look neater, wider. It's up to you though, you don't have to. You can say let me in, you can say whatever you want right here. This is the form button, so you can change it. You could say gain free instant access. So like this one right here, I put get free instant access now. So I actually changed the button to look like that. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm going all over the place. Too many windows. All right. I'm going to shut out Facebook too because somebody's messaging me. All right, so edit integrations is what you'll click to be able to add your autoresponder. And I'm going to add Aweber, and then I'm going to choose my list. I usually choose LeadSphere MLM. And then I'm going to also choose MLSP no label, and then I'm going to be done with that. So I've got MLSP integrated, now I've got Aweber, and those are the 2. And then I'm going to click close, and now there you have it. I mean, your splash page is literally done, but you'll want to make sure that save changes. I'm not going to publish it yet, but what I am going to do is you'll want to make sure that you create a second page so that way when they opt in, they're good to go. So let's see, create new funnel. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Hang on, guys. It's still very foreign to me. Why? Oh, there we go. Okay, so you have to go on to edit, cut it, add new page. So I'm going to add a new page. It is very much up to you. This is a plain one. I think I'm just going to stick with the plain. What you want to, yeah, I don't want to use that one. Get free VIP access. You could use, even if you didn't want to have a video, you don't have to have a video there at all. Simple video sales page, I'll do that one. Save page and edit. Oops. Welcome. So this one's actually just going to go to MLSP. And you're probably like, oh, well, if you have a primary business, why are you leading them into MLSP? Well, I lead them into My Lead System Pro because they get onto a list, and then I'm able to market to that list. So MLSP will even drip series, you know, send a drip series out on my behalf for my MLM as well. The goal here is to lead with value, and what I've seen in my own experience is that people join leadership. They don't actually join companies. And the number one reason why people will join a leader is because they feel like they can help them, or they want what they have, like we were talking about earlier. So, you know, by showing leadership and through emails and things like that, and lead capture pages and all that good stuff, and actually not trying to pitch them another opportunity, because most people, guys, it's just not as effective as it used to be. People aren't, I mean, I talk to people sometimes offline and they're like, oh yeah, I know about that MLM stuff, you know, and it's kind of just like not as effective as if you were to lead with value and already target an audience that's actually interested in, you know, joining a business opportunity with you. So once you really have targeted that niche, that's actually interested in what you have to offer, game over. You know, people will join you all the time. Actually, I'm not going to use this one. I don't like this one. Hang on.
Hey, April.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out because I promised the girls I'd take them shopping before bed.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Malia.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to use this one. Use template. This is the one I used for the other one. Let's go to save page and edit. Congrats, you are in. Your unbelievable free training video is on its way to your email. So this is a really good pre-built, already done for you kind of type page that you can come through and you can literally like change everything on here. The one I used, actually I used the same one, but I changed a lot of stuff. Like I actually took all of this out because all I want them to do is click here to watch the MLSP video. So I didn't do anything with the one I created. But this is really cool. Like if you had something like a one-time offer that you wanted to offer them before they before they went anywhere else, before they actually got their free training or whatever it is that you were providing. So like for example, in my funnel, I'm actually giving them a free Instagram training. So I tell them to check their email, and I'll just show you here. I don't know if I can do it on that one. I'll have to type, actually go in. Alright, so I'm going to go in, and then you can see right here, I've got my video here. I'm welcoming them. Your unbelievable free Instagram training video is on its way to your email box. See, I didn't change up too much. Before you go, check out how to get your astonishing $1,500 lead getting bonus by clicking the button below. So by clicking the button below, of course, they're going to MLSP, and there's $1,500 in bonuses that they will be talked to about by Brian Finale. So it's pretty cool what you can do here, but you can see I actually took all that away. I was like, I'm not trying to do that. The only thing I want them to do is go to the sales page. That's the only thing I want them to do. Of course, I want them to also check their email, which I tell them to do in the video. I welcome them. I introduce myself, all that good stuff. So that's what you want to do in your welcome video, and then tell them to click the button below to, meet Brian or your presentation or whatever you have going on. So it's a really, really awesome, easy way. Because, I mean, if you were to create this on your own, it would take a while. And you would have to have a little bit of skill set to be able to do this kind of stuff, which is, I think, very exciting. I mean, it really is. That you can now do this like you are a professional. So simple. It's just so simple for anyone to do, and you don't even have to have a lot of skills. You don't have to have any skills at this point to do that, because we've already got, with MLSP, you have done for you stuff too. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. We already have done for you capture pages like this one, the instabizbuilder.com. If you go to instabizbuilder.com, that's already done for you. It's done. So they have that too, but the fact that you can create your own custom and do all that good stuff is pretty awesome too. So lots of value. And I'm actually going to close out. We've already hit an hour, but if anybody has any questions, I know Debbie's on for her first time. Margaret, I don't know if Gil has any questions or anything they want to add to, but I'm ready to wrap it up here in a few. You there, Margaret? Debbie? Anybody there?
Stepped away for just a second, so I missed what you said.
Oh, no, I was just saying I'm ready to wrap it up. We've been an hour. I wasn't going to go over an hour. And Emily like, I got to go because I told her only an hour.
That's good. I'm excited about that funnelizer. I think it's really going to be an industry changer. You know, they asked on the webinar the other day, how would you describe the funnelizer? And I was like, revolutionary, because there's nothing out there that's that simple to use that new people can can go in there and just like you did, just go in there and play around with it, and it works. So I'm excited for all the new things that they're going to bring into that as well. Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one tool right here. It's going to be huge. And I can't even wait because it's not even all put together. I mean, this is just the beginning of it. Crazy.
Okay.
So, yeah, Gil says he's pumped about it too. I don't think Gil can get on and talk. But let's just wrap up with this, guys. Seriously, write down your goals. Get ready for 2015. If you haven't already, join MLSP. Get in. Get in touch with me. We haven't talked yet. What's that, Debbie? If you haven't already, get in touch with me and let's set up a plan. I'm actually next week I will not be taking calls. I'm actually going to take the whole week of Christmas all the way to New Year's off. So I'll be ready to get going in January. But if you wanted to talk to me, you can reach out to me tomorrow or through the weekend or something like that, because starting Christmas week I'm off. I'm completely off, and I will not be answering calls, emails, nothing. No, I probably will answer emails, but other than that, no. But you're in good hands because we do have a support team. We have Facebook. We have a Skype group. There's always somebody there to help. Also, too, because, the leaders that are here on this call, just, pop in and say hi to everyone in the Facebook group. We'd love to see you. I know there's a lot of people that are watching right now. If you could just pop in and just say, hey, what's going on? I was on the training. Would love to hear any feedback that you guys have. If you guys are ready and excited for 2015, get in there and just say, woohoo, we're ready, whatever. In our Facebook group, in the MLSP Facebook group that we have for our mastermind team. So would love to hear from you guys. And then, of course, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me. Also, if you want to just set up a time to talk, even for like the new year or whatever, just hit me up, email me, aprilmarietucker@gmail. Look, if you're on my list, look out, because I do have a special I'm putting together for people that decide to partner with me for 2015. So I will be putting that out to my list shortly. It's going to be a super valuable package that I'm going to put together that is going to be really, really affordable for everyone. I don't think it's going to be like one of those things that, I can't do that. But I'm going to be putting something special together, so we'll be on the lookout for that. It would be a great way for you guys to jump into 2015, really just going with a bang and roar and get all your goals, everything you ever imagined in your business, that you wanted. It's a great way to start. So, guys, thank you so much, everyone, for coming on, and just let me know if you need anything or if you have any questions. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Gil. Thank you, Debbie, Leah. And we will see you guys next time. We'll see you guys in the new year, next year. All right. Happy holidays and Happy New Year, guys. Talk soon. Bye for now.